Hello friends, good evening. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Hetal. Hope everyone is perfectly fine, safe and happy with their family and friends. So friends, my today's video is especially for all the children, for all the students who are going to appear for the exam. Exam stress, exam fear, it's something which each and every child, every student faces, right? So today I'm going to talk about exam stress, how to overcome it, the tips that make you comfortable during the exams, especially during this pandemic where students have to appear for the exams online. So just one thing children, each and every one of you, do not ever panic. It is just one exam. You are not doing it for the first time, right? Many exams have come and each and every one of you have come through with the wonderful flying colors. So I'm sure the exams during this period of time is also going to be as smooth as ever. Okay children, so have exams coming up. Sometimes the pressure, the stress, what we feel, it's focus. As it is lightly said, that little bit of stress is required, right? Bit of stress makes you feel motivated, keeps you feel focus, right? On your papers, on your subjects, on your contents which you have to do. But yes, it do causes stress. So now I'm going to share some tips with you all that will help you to cope up with the stress, especially during the exam time. Now, what this stress looks like? How can you identify that you are in a stress? Even this video will be helpful for the parents also to understand that if your child is having any sign of stress and how you could be a helping hand. A great advice to parents, always motivate your child. Whatsoever may be the result, motivate your child. Never let him or her down. Trust in them, have faith in them, build confidence in them, and make them feel that yes, whatever may be the result, you are always there for them. Right? Okay, so now let's proceed. Some sign of stress. It includes feeling confused, losing touch with friends, mood swings, right? Feeling moody. Sometimes you feel very much happy, sometimes you are completely out, very much low, very much, depressed, little bit of sadness is there in you, having trouble making decisions, feeling overwhelmed sometimes, lack of motivation, especially to do anything. You don't get confidence on yourself, you feel that no, it won't be possible for me, I will be not able to do this. So these are all basically some sign of stress. Exam stress, it looks like. Many children, they do get upset stomach. Sometimes they become sick before the onset of the exams, trouble sleeping. Or if it will be like more they sleep, it becomes difficult for them to come out of the bed. So even, then fidgeting, nail biting. These are all some of the, causes the exam stress look like. Now, why do children especially, they experience the exam stress? They worry that what will happen if I'll fail, if I will not get the marks up to the expectation of my parents, expectation of my teachers, expectation of my friends. This basic worry also put them in the stress. They don't feel like that I'm prepared for this exam. Okay, then some children, they might feel exam stress because they really want to do it well, right? But in this course of time, they think so much that rather than focusing and doing it well, they just come into the stressful situation. Okay, few of the children, they just procrastinate. They tend to do the things at the last moment of time. So definitely much time is not left for them to study because everything is pending. So they don't know where to start from. So even this situation may lead to the exam stress among the children. feel pressure, definitely family pressure to get good marks. They don't think themselves that they will do well. They have lost the confidence on themselves. There is a need to get a certain result in getting admission for a certain other courses. This is very important thing, children. When there is a feel that you have to compete with others, when you put yourself into competition with others, then definitely it is going to put yourself into a stressful situation. So don't do that. Okay? Have other things also happening in a real life. Now there are so many things, children, going around. So definitely an adult is not able to cope up with the stress and the pressure. So with the children, it really becomes a great difficult for them. But never mind, it's never too late. Never ever too late to set up the good study habits. Okay, so I'll just share some of the very helpful ideas which I feel definitely will be of great help to each and every one of you. First of all, find a quiet place without distractions, where you can sit quietly, you can have peace of mind, you can focus on your subject without having any of the distractions. Set up your study timetable. Very important, children, to go everything with the proper planning. Set up your timetable. Make sure, that everything what you want to do it's not very much messed up also. And you have everything you might need so that you don't have to get up again and again, You sit at one place and then you get up in 5 minutes to bring that book. Again 5 minutes you get up to take the stationery. Again after 5 minutes you get up just to take the bottle of water. So don't do that. Make the things arranged properly, set at one particular place and see that you have everything what you are needing it at that particular moment of time. Okay. Find out as much as you can about the exam so you can prepare. Make your concepts very much clear so you can prepare it accordingly. Ask your teacher. Whenever required, ask your teacher. Okay, if you have any doubt, any confusion, any query, do not hesitate. Do not be in the state of confusion so that you don't have that stress at the time of writing your paper. It is better to clear everything before your papers, before your examination. Learn to make mind maps. Yes, that is very, very important. And use them, for the ideas, for the thoughts. Then you can use the bright colors and the highlighters when you are reading it. So at the time of the revision, these all points will be very much a great help to you all. Make a plan. Planning is, children, anyways very much important in life, right? Even for your study timetable also, children, plan it out. That what exactly you want to work, in each study session. Then you just break it down. Break each and everything because it is not possible for us also to finish entire thing at one go. So you can break it out accordingly in each session. That okay, fine, today this is my plan, today this is my target. So I have to focus on this much part, right? So plan it accordingly. And according to that, you focus it. Take regular short breaks, because 30-35 minutes, I guess maximum 40 minutes is a time where you could be very much focused. After that, take a short break of 5 minutes. You can just get up, you can have a round of your house. You can take something to go and have some drink, get something to eat, but don't eat junk foods especially. And you can play with the pet if you have, or a small sibling is there at your home, which will just keep you relaxed. Do not use electronic gadgets, please, because once when you are put up for your study part and once you get up, don't just start using the mobiles or the television. Stay away from electronic gadgets, stay away from screen, because that will cause strain to your eyes. Okay, ask your help. Again, I am telling you, ask for help. If there is something which is bothering you, which you are not clear, where you are in a doubt, you have trouble with something, ask to your teacher, ask to your sibling, ask parent to help, ask your friend. Do not hesitate to ask, please. Now some important tips for each and every one of you while studying. Try these tips, children. Try. Please do try. It definitely works. Stick to a routine. Very important. Stick to a routine by eating, sleeping at the same time each day. You follow the schedule. Do not change it. Okay? See, little bit during weekends it is being acceptable. Not every day. On a regularly basis, you stick to your routine. Make a proper timetable for your eating, for your sleeping, and every day move around with that same time. Get a good night's sleep. Very important, children. A proper sleep is very much important because that will give your brain time to recharge. Have you keep your mobile for recharging, right? As the battery drains down, same way your body also gets drowned. Your brain also needs relaxation. Your brains also need time to recharge and remember what you have learned. So give a relaxation time to your brain. Get a proper good night's sleep. Okay? Give yourself mini rewards. Talk yourself positively. Oh yes, I have done this. Yes, I have solved this sum. Yes, I am able to give this answer. So just reward yourself. Okay? And how you can do that? Whatever makes you happy, just do that. Reward yourself. Rewarding yourself is very, very important. Keep focus on your study. Stay away from the distractions. Don't let any other outside environment bother you at the time when you are studying. Avoid junk food. Very, very important, children. Avoid junk food. Have the good eating healthy habits, because the junk food, obviously, it relishes your mouth. It will fill up your stomach, but it will bring a sudden burst of energy in you, and then you just fall away quickly, leaving you feeling very much worn out, and that will not give you that much required, all the nutrients, vitamins and the minerals what are being required for the body. So avoid junk food. Eat well balanced diet. Drink lots and lots of water, fresh fruit, vegetables, cereals, grains, nuts, protein, because they are all good for your brain. They are all the energy giving foods, right, which are very much required by each and every one of you. Allow yourself time to rest. Give yourself break. Give yourself time to rest. Try out some relaxation activities. Deep breathing, meditation, just taking a short nap. Just close your eyes and relax for a while, or listening to some light music. Cut back on the energy drinks, especially because it just increases the nerves. Instead of that, children, drink lots and lots of water. See, sometimes people, they do have anxiety in them, but they don't talk about it. Okay, but it is always advisable, always better, children, to talk. If you are anxious about certain thing, if you have anxiety in you, if you are in a stressful situation, do talk to somebody who is there to help you out. Do not keep it yourself. Vent out everything what's there in you, right? Because when it comes to anxiety, you need to tame it. Talk about it, right? And have the support, which will definitely bring you out from the stress what you're feeling during the exams. Now some ideas for the exam day, so that will help you to go smoothly. Work out what you need to take, with you on the exam day. Organize everything the night before. Do not wait till the next day morning when you have your paper. Keep everything ready one night prior. Okay. Eat a good light breakfast in the morning. Never ever give your exam with the empty stomach. Have something. If you're not, if you can't have the breakfast, at least you can have a glass of milk or have some fruits. So that will give you lots of energy and concentration, and you will be focused. Okay. If you feel yourself get worried before the exam, then spend some time where you're just focusing on your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax yourself. Work on the breathing. When you actually sit down to give your exam, take time to slow your breathing, relax, be in a complete peace of mind. Let all the positive thoughts come to your mind. Say all the affirmations to yourself. Write everything in the present tense, all the affirmations. I know the answer. My paper is good. I'm able to complete all the answers on time. My all answers are correct. I'm able to recollect all the things what I have done. I am achieving the marks what I have targeted for. Say all the positive sentences in you. Right? Believe in yourself. You will definitely receive it. Okay? Say lots and lots of affirmations. One thing, whenever you get up in the morning, first thing is smile. Just smile, children. Okay? That smile will enhance your face value. It will increase your face value. It will enchant your day. It will bring a lots and lots of positivity and energy in you. So start your day with a smile on your face and with lots of affirmations. Work out how long for each and every question or section. When the paper comes, read the paper very carefully. Right? Try to recollect all the answers in your mind. Aim to have time to reread the answers. And if required, make the necessary changes. Work on the questions during the paper which you find the easiest first. See, children, remember, exam is just one part of your story. There is always a second chance. There is always another way to reach your goals, right? So if you're feeling stressed about the exams, please do not let it affect your physical health and mental health. I'm sure each and every one of you is going to make the best out of it. Work to your potential, give your best, believe in yourself, work, focus, concentrate right from the beginning. I'm sure each and every one of you is going to come out with the wonderful, beautiful colors. So all the best to all the children, all the best to all the students who are going to appear for their exams. Okay, so bye everyone, take care. See you all with my more upcoming videos on the same channel. Till then, stay safe, stay home. Bye everyone. Thank you.